All right, item 2.1, call to order. I will call the California Military Institute regular board meeting to order at 5:42 p.m. I'm going to ask for a roll call to determine a quorum. Trustee Campos. Here. Trustee Hall.
Here.
Trustee Stafford.
Here.
Trustee Anaya.
Here.
Trustee Garcia. Here. We've established a quorum. Item 3.1, revision adoption, ordering of agenda, January 14, 2026. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Seeing none, please vote. Item 3.1 passes 5-0. Item 4.1, oral report, CMITA President Angel Love Behrens.
Greetings, board and cabinet, superintendent. Only the second day into the second semester, but I do want to give a big thank you from my members to you all. Whoever came up with the idea of having Monday of the second semester as a soft start for teachers is amazing. I know personally it took a lot of pressure off of me, where I usually feel very in need of going to my classroom during the winter break and setting up chairs and setting up the seating chart and everything, but having it as a PD where we could come together as a team, get our lesson plannings done, get some planning done together, and then have a little bit of time in our room to prepare was really refreshing and really allowed us as teachers in a classroom to have a really good, honest start instead of hitting at 8:20 on a Monday morning after being gone for 3 weeks and facing kids and saying, oh yeah, hi, good morning. I'm ready. Not really. So a big thank you from our members for that. Whoever is in charge of the schedule, please do that again next year. As far as the CERP, I have members, and as their president and as their voice, I'm bringing a little bit of concern because I know that it is still up for debate and vote to the board. I understand the CERP, and I understand that the district needs to benefit financially from the decision of offering the CERP, but that decision shouldn't just be a one-sided benefit. It shouldn't just be a benefit to the district. It needs to be a benefit to the teachers. And asking members, whether we're classified or certificated, to analyze their life, essentially to sever their life in their commitment to the district and to the school and their students that they serve, of whether they're going to retire maybe a little earlier than they had planned because of the offer. That's a big ask, okay? It's a really big ask. And to have that mental process and emotional process go through with people of, am I ready to leave my profession? Am I ready to leave the district that I've devoted 10, 20, 30 years to, and then leave it in your hands as a board, as a cabinet, to say, well, we're not going to benefit enough from it, so we've changed our mind, we're not going to offer it now. And I wanted to make sure that you heard the voice of both classified and certificated, actually, that what good faith, I want you to remember good faith, that whether it's one person or 5 people or 30 people who are taking that CERP, it's still a benefit to the district. And in good faith, please remember that. Now, I will tell you, you all know how long I've been around. A few years ago, we had a member who wanted to retire and a CERP was offered. And they went through that thoughtfulness of, making the arrangements and looking at your budget and can I survive on that retirement and coming to that conclusion that, yeah, it was time. And that teacher happened to have been at CMI for more than a decade, and she actually had served in this district for almost 3 decades. And at the last minute, they canceled the CERP. And she was told, and I was told at that time, that it wasn't going to be offered to our members because we didn't have enough members to accept the CERP. Another thing that you need to remember, we have 46 members, okay? We're not a comprehensive school. So when you're looking at that magic number that's gonna make it beneficial enough for the district to take it, beneficial enough to Keenan to offer it and go through all their calculations, make sure that you understand that CMI, we don't have the numbers that the rest of the district has. So to say you need 10% or 25, names or whatever that magic number is that you're looking for it to be beneficial enough, we can't hit the numbers the rest of the district does because we just simply aren't that big. So please keep that in mind. And our classified staff's even smaller than our certificated staff. So keep in mind, we, in good faith, analyze where, are we still doing the job that we were hired for? Are we still effective enough for our students and our environment and our school and our community to stay? Or is it time for us to retire? Have enough good faith in your employees that if you're going to obligate them to have that thought and go through that process, for 2 or 3 months now, have enough good faith to follow through with it if that's the intent. I know that, I sat through the sessions for both the PERS and the STIRS to make sure that if I could answer any questions. And I know that when it comes to the paperwork, there's a clause in there that says that Keenan will not take on the financial responsibility if the district fails in their part financially once the annuities are signed. So in 3 years, if you go bankrupt or no longer financially solvent, which I don't ever see this district doing because you guys make great choices. You are very wise in how we spend money. And all the, this month is 25 years I've been in this district. This district has a long history of making very, solvent decisions for our employees. But if that's something that my members have to sign and they have to read and they have to trust enough that okay, I'm still gonna sign this paperwork and I'm still gonna take retirement because I'm gonna trust the district that in 3 years' time or 5 years' time or 8 years' time, whatever my annuity is, that you're gonna continue to pay me, have enough good faith in our employees that if you're gonna offer it, go through with it. Retirement's not something any of us can take lightly. So just please keep that in mind. There's something else I was going to bring up and I totally forgot about what it was and I didn't have it written down. But I look forward to a good semester. We haven't sunshined yet. We're behind the ball. Oh, now I remember. We're going to be doing sunshine and my team will be getting together and we'll be getting with Mr. Andrade very soon and moving forward with that. But the other is, sorry, it's a long day with sixth grade. That's all I can say. But thank you for the time, and thank you. I know that you listen and you hear what we have to say, and I appreciate that every month when I come. And so here's to a great 2026 and a happy new year to you all. Thank you.
Item 4.2, CSEA President Rose Cook.
Good evening, President Garcia, members of the board, Superintendent Dr. Rao, and Cabinet. My name is Rose Cook, and I'm honored to serve as the President of the Classified Union, representing CMI in Chapter 778. I would like to introduce Ms. Cheryl Siska. She will serve as the treasurer, and she's here with us tonight. I would like to thank outgoing President Rosa Galvan for her leadership since we became chapter in 2021. While speaking here tonight is a new step for me. I come forward with confidence in the people I represent and respect for the role you each play in leading our district. I take on this role with humility and a deep commitment to working together with Dr. Dawson and the Parish Union High School District. My goal is to do my best and work together. Thank you.
Thank you. Item 4.3, Principals Update.
Good evening, President Garcia, board trustees, Dr. Rouse, cabinet members, fans, and families. Some people. All right, I have a very short report. We were on break for almost a month, so I caught that. All right, we actually lost 11 students over the break. They just decided to stay closer to home or go to another or go to a Parish Union high school. But we just enrolled 2 more today, so we're back. Instead of 10-16, we're up at 10-18. So, and we still have a wait list. But understand that this is a time of the year where students are already locked into where they're going to go for the most part. The 2 students that we enrolled today, their family is having hard times with. They have like 1 car, and the mother's mother is ill, and the father is ill as well. So, and they have students. 1 student at CMI and 2 students at some other school. So we had taken on your extraordinary customer service. We got all 3 of them now in 1 location, so the parents the mom doesn't have to drive to multiple locations to get the students to school on time. So they're all at CMI now. All right, our attendance summary for month 5, our attendance average was 95.57, and our P1 attendance rate is 96.45, and it's still probably the highest in the district. But I'm not bragging on that, but you know, it's true. All right, from our counseling department, the seniors will be finishing the FAFSA applications by March 1st, and course selections for 2026-27 begin this month. Our academic English classes are focusing on getting our students ready for the LPAC. As you recall, last year we did a phenomenal job with our LPAC students and reclassifying students. Like, we were in the blue, and we plan on being in the blue again this year. So for this upcoming testing period. So Our teachers are, English teachers are working very hard to make sure that our English learners are going to be prepared for that LPAC test and be prepared to pass it at a high rate. On January 22nd, our avid students will be going, our 11th grade avid students will be going to take a tour of Redlands University. And on February 12th, our 10th grade avid students are going to be going to San Diego State University. So those are customized college tours that our students are going to be welcome to, and they always look forward to it. We're creating a welcome environment for the, we created a welcome environment for the first day back for our students. We had everyone out there doing waves and welcoming the parents and the students back into our campus. So that was a fun event, and it's good to have them back. For real. We have our APAC meeting tomorrow evening, and this year we're going to be partnering with Paris High School during the APAC meeting, and the CASA conference that's coming up. I know that Paris High School is going to be sending parents to that conference, and we're planning on sending at least 2 parents to that conference also. So with our parent liaison, and I'll be attending the conference, and two of our teachers will be attending the conference as well. That conference is in March 17th through the 20th. Upcoming events, the 22nd through the 25th, we'll have our IMA, Individual Major Awards, and that's happening at Camp San Luis Obispo for our cadets. The 20th through the 22nd of February, we're back up at Camp San Luis Obispo for a state marksmanship competition, which is a competition put on by the California Cadet Corps. This is a big one for on February 27th. It's our CMI military ball. You will all get your personal invitations, but I'm inviting you right now, Mr. Garcia and Ms. Amaya. You guys were there last year. I'm sure you busting the move. Right. So this year promises to be bigger and better than last year. So I do hope that the invitation is there for everyone. So please, if your schedule allows, please attend that. We would truly appreciate you being there. In March 20th through the 22nd, drill instructor course, that's going to be at CMI. So the drill instructor course for all of the cadets in all of the schools in California that are trying to get their drill instructor certification will be at CMI for that weekend and doing the drill instructor course. So we're hosting that for the first time. And then on 25th of March, we have our annual general inspection, the AGI, which the California Cadet Corps comes out to the school and tests our students, our cadets, and for their knowledge of the California Cadet Corps, military bearings, so forth and so on. So that's also a big deal for our school as well. And then April 11th, drill competition. That's going to be at Los Alamitos Joint Base. That's also put on by the California Cadet Corps. And then on May 13th, another big deal is our spring passing review. Once again, you are all invited to that, and appreciate it if any of you could show up for that. Those are upcoming events. So as you can see, second semester is truly busy, not with only all of the extracurricular activities, but all the testing and everything that happens in the second semester. So the second semester usually moves a lot faster than the first semester because every time you turn around, something else is happening. And that's it. Thank you so much. Oh, pending any questions, that is. Pending any questions. No questions? All right. Thank
No
you so
questions?
much.
Okay, thank you. On item 5.1, invitation to address the Board of Trustees on non-agendized items. I'm told there are not.
There are no public comments.
Thank you. Moving on, item 6.1, consent calendar. Approval of consent calendar items. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion?
I'm not turned delayed.
Oh,
I'm stuck on 4.3. What happens when I come with?
you stuck on me.
No, I can go in here. Yeah.
Okay, see no discussion. Calling for the vote. Please vote. Item 6.1 passes 5-0. Written report 7.1, discipline December 2025 monthly suspension report. Item 8.1 on action items, personnel, certificated personnel action items. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, sir.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? See none, please vote. Item 8.1 passes 5-0. 8.2 personnel classified personnel action items. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Hall. Second.
Second.
Thank you, sir. Any discussion?
I'm on 6.1 still.
Okay.
Okay, I just vote for that. You said 8.1.
Yes.
How am I still on?
Now we're on 8.2.
Yeah, I think we froze.
No.
Oh, no, I did it. It came up.
What did you do?
It's gonna be a long night.
Maybe we should have sponsors for every time that we have downtime. You know, we run commercials or something.
Thank you, James. 2.
Yes, we're on 8.2.
But I already, it's showing I voted already. It's jumping around.
I thought I already did.
Yes, everybody just voted. The result of 8.2 is 5-0. Moving on to item 9.1, curriculum information items. Revised career technical education course under the patient care pathway, RCOA intermediate structure and function of humans. 9.2, curriculum. Revised career technical education course under the systems diagnostic service and repair pathway. RCOE applied auto service technician, formerly known as CTE Auto Service Tech 3. 9.3, curriculum. New career technical education course under the education pathway course, advanced education. 9.4, curriculum. New career technical education course under the education pathway course, intermediate education. 9.5, curriculum. New career technical education course under the education pathway course, intro to education. 9.6, new English language arts course, ERWC 11 with designated ELD. 9.7, curriculum. New mathematics computer science course, AP cybersecurity. 9.8, curriculum. New social science course, AP business with personal finance. Item 10.1, other items by the superintendent.
Thank you, President Garcia. First of all, I want to say congratulations to all the CMI staff, students, and parents for the excellent job during the first semester of the 25-26 school year. And we're starting our second semester. I know that we are going to continue, right, with the performance improvement. Just one thing, you were right, Dr. Datsun, about 96.5% ADA, right? It is the highest in the district. But I just want to share something with you. We're getting closer. The gap is getting smaller. Okay, all right. So just for you to know, our staff in Paris Union are doing a wonderful job, right? And we are going to see the results. Actually, we are already seeing, right? But we are going to get better results. Last year we had a 2.15% increase in ADA. For this year, we are foreseeing, and our goal is going to be 4%. When we get rumors that it might be even bigger. So just to keep that in mind. No, but thank you for the outstanding job. 96.5 is awesome. It's the best that we can do.
Thank you, Mr. Superintendent. Items 11.1, other items by the Board of Trustees. Mr. Campos.
No, just thank you and welcome back. And I did want to make a couple comments for Angel. Thank you for letting us know about the prep day. I can't believe that there are actually schools that start right away, like without a day in between. And so I know that I think that decision I made over a year ago, but I think that would be something to continue. I know as a teacher, having that one day to be able to do that. And I think most importantly, have time for your classroom. And a lot of times we want to bog down with all these different things, meetings and all this other stuff that, when teachers are coming back from a break, staff members are coming back, the last thing on their mind is a lot of that stuff that, that can be taken care of at principal meetings. And so thank you for advocating for your membership. I think, sometimes you get up there and you have to say the things that we need to hear and that they're not sometimes easy to say. But thank you for that. Thank you for advocating for your staff because you're basically the communication to the staff, and so I appreciate your words. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, but I just appreciate what you do and your advocacy for your membership. And Rose, congratulations. So we're looking forward to kind of the same thing. You work side by side. You have a great staff to work with Dr. Dotson and Angel, so I'm sure that you'll do a great job, and I'm sure Rose will pass down her wisdom and knowledge on that. So thank you as well. And then, Dr. D.A., just thank you for continuing to do your stuff. I'm glad to see that they're taking those visits to universities. It seems like there's my one suggestion. Consider Pepperdine University, not just because I'm an alum, but Point Loma Nazarene, University of San Diego. And the reason why I say that is because, no offense to those of you guys who are Aztecs or went to Redwoods, but for me, it seems like the kids who are motivated to go to school, it's like show them the best places that they can go. Because when they see that, it's just a matter of, hey, I can be here. You know, we have an oceanfront view, or you're in the mountains, or just a beautiful university. It adds a huge incentive for that student. And the one thing I will say, and I experienced this as a parent, when I started doing research to send my son to school, it was actually less expensive. He got a scholarship. He was going to get a scholarship either way, but it was less expensive for me to send him to a private school than it was to send him to a state school. And you know, and the difference is the award. And so, you know, for those of you guys who are parents and you have students, a lot of times the award is based on the need. And so if the need is, you know, $100,000 Pepperdine University, they're going to give you what you need. So your costs are basically going to be the same. You go to a state school, which is less expensive, then the scholarship or the award is going to be less. And so sometimes, you know, you might get actually more money going to a private university than, and there's, you know, there's pro and con for private and public. You know, I personally like the private because it's smaller, a little more intimate, but not to say that, but it's also limited sometimes too in some of the activities that they have. But I'm just glad that you guys are doing that. And in the future, you know, you guys can, you know, connect to some other universities. And I think it's good that you guys are doing different types because I think, you know, at the end of the day, wherever they go, it's going to work out for them. But it's just one of those things, you know, for the student perspective, you know, to wake up or to go to a university and see something that's so beautiful every day, it's kind of a motivator. So anyways, thank you for that, but, you know, go Waves. And just everybody welcome back and hope you guys have a great start of the year, and we're looking forward to all the great things that are going on. So thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Campos. Trustee Hall.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody. You know, we're starting off a new year. CMI is doing. It's just a lovely place to be over there. You know, to see the family oriented. You know, it's a strong fit over there. So you're going to do a great job there with everybody else. So just keep doing what you guys are doing, and you guys are not going to stop. So thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Hall. Trustee Stafford.
Just a couple of things. Congratulations to Rose. It's a nice position. But they're lucky to have you. CMI, I just want to say thank you. You guys are always welcoming when I come over there and just show me whatever I want to see. It's really nice to come over there. I wanted to touch on, Angel, what you said, Mrs. Barnes. Retirement. I'm sort of an expert in retirement, and I've done it a few times. I'll warn any potential retirees, the first 3 months, you'll practically go crazy. After that, you're okay. But you don't know what to do with yourself when you've been working so many years at a job. A lot of people say, yeah, I know, but you need to be prepared. The other part is the financial. Just look at a 50% pay cut. 50%, that's what you're giving up. Some of us has worked longer than others, so that, you know, there's adjustments in that, how long you work. But it takes some getting used to. And I want you to enjoy your retirement and not worry about every bill that comes in and every pressure. So it's definitely doable, but it's a big adjustment. So I don't want to discourage anyone. I want to encourage you to take that, because if I didn't take it, I wouldn't be here now. So, and that was taking 2 different serves. So one fire department and one with the school district. So it works, but you have to work it and be ready for it. So enjoy that retirement. And that's it for me.
Thank you, Trustee Stafford. Trustee Anaya.
Just congratulations, Rose, and Happy New Year, and can't wait to see what this year has in hold for all of us.
Thank you, Trustee Anaya, and myself. Definitely congratulations. The role you're stepping into is not easy, but you have an amazing support team. I too have participated with the union. I encourage you to build relationships. No matter what you hear, just build relationships and be yourself. That's my advice. But I do want to say for CMI as a whole, when you were, Dr. Dodson, you were talking about accommodating the family. That's the business we're in, taking care of families. And I applaud you all for everything you do. So thank you very much and welcome back, everybody. And if we can move on, we will be on item 12.1, future board topics. Are there any future board topics or requests? And we'll start with Trustee Campos for CMI.
You know what, I know this is kind of a pie in the sky, but as I was hearing everything and just kind of thinking about it, what would, I guess, the cost factor be if we, instead of them being an independent charter or a dependent charter, if we absorb, I mean, I know that the salary, there would be a lot of work, but just kind of the cost factor to absorb CMI as part of the Perry Union High School District. So just kind of throwing some numbers around just to kind of see if we can get something like that looked at, because it just seems like, you know, there's so many things that we want to do, but we can't do because it's separate. And then when it comes to, you know, bonds and that kind of stuff, it's kind of difficult because it's, you know, some people might think, oh, well, they're not, you know, they're not part of the district and we're paying the taxes, but at the same time, they're students. You know, there are students that we serve regardless. And it just seems like it could just smooth everything out. I think it's one of the, and I don't know what the cost factor, you know, if we'd be receiving more money, less money. I know obviously there would be salary increases and all of that stuff, which is why I would just like to see a potential just like cost analysis as to what that might partake, because, you know, I don't know, it just seems like it could be something that can benefit us. So that would basically be it for me.
Thank you, Trustee Campos. You got that? Thank you. Trustee Hall. Thank you, sir. Trustee Stafford.
I'm fine.
Thank you, sir. Trustee Anaya. Thank you, ma'am, and myself. None at this time. Do I have a motion to approve the future board topic request? Is there a motion?
So
Thank you, sir.
Second.
Thank you, sir. Any discussion?
I do have a question on when we're voting on future board topics, are we voting to approve to talk about the topic, or are we voting to approve the actual topic?
As far as I understand, to talk about the topic to get the ball rolling. Am I correct?
Yes, and I think it's a perfect timing. I just want to confirm with all of you, because that was the original idea, right? That you ask for future topics like Mr. Campos, making a study or checking things like that. And when you vote, the vote is supporting that. Yes, we would like to do that. And the same name implies future board topics. To bring, are we in the same page? So is that the direction that we are getting? And this would apply, I know that this is CMI, but this would apply for the other, in general, for the other meeting too. So in other words, anything that is mentioned here for future board topics, if you vote yes for that, that doesn't mean that is going to happen, right? It's going to be discussed, it's going to be presented, the same way that Mr. Campos is a perfect example, right? But if it's, let's say, Mr. Campos would have said, I want to study just to stop CMI from being a charter dependent and be absorbed by the district, it would be approved as a discussion. Not that is going to happen. I don't know if I'm explaining it myself. Okay, I just wanted to be, so we are on the same page, all of us. Okay, very good. Thank you so much for that direction.
you know what, I guess just to add, it's basically kind of like an accountability thing. And it doesn't mean that it's a discussion we're gonna have open in public. But it just means, like, I'll give you an example. I think I gave, it was Dr. Williams. It was a question on Prop 28. And so then she sent us information. You know what I mean? So it's things that we want to know that they'll kind of put on their table to look into and then give us that information. That way we at least know, okay, this is what that is. And so it gives us more information, because too many times we don't have the time to discuss things, and sometimes we probably don't want to discuss it here at length, but they'll do their job of producing documentation that we need to take a look at, and then for us to then consider it for something like Dr. Ross said, you know, that might be something to consider in the future. But at least it's an original kind of, hey, here it goes. You know what I mean? So if you have ideas, boom, throw it out there, and they'll take a look at it.
Thank you. Seeing we have a second, any more discussion? Please vote. Item 12.1 passes 5-0. Item 12.2, adjournment of the regular meeting of the California Military Institute, January 14, 2026. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Hall. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Anaya. Any discussion? See none, please vote. Item 12.2 passes 5-0. And the meeting is adjourned at 6:22 p.m.